Oh, she's messing with the knob again. Okay. We've finally run out of encased industrial beams, meaning we can finally fuck around with our trains a little bit while those recompile. So, let's figure this out, because I'll be honest with you. I'm a little confused that the... Okay, it's time to mess with trains, by the way. It's time. We're gonna set some hotbar stuff here. We'll go like 1, 2, 3, 4. I can't rotate this. That's why. I wondered what it would look like. Okay. Very interesting. Very interesting. So, trains in this game, it looks like you pick a starting place and then pick a ending place. But that to me raises a couple immediate questions. If I have like a train here, or like a belt here, or a railway here, you can make it too short, which I find really funny. That is like the shortest distance you can make it. What is that? Like a block and a half? It's exactly a block and a half. So a foundation and a half is how long you can make this, is the shortest distance you can make these, it looks like. Okay, so my immediate question though is, if I just point and drag and it makes a straight line, railroad track turns too sharply. But it will do the connection thing, which I assumed it would have to do, which is if you have a different built railway, this is still going to be too sharp. Then you need to... And you need to connect it. It will do the turn for you. That's still too sharp? That's basically like a... I didn't even mean to do this, but that's basically like a 2 block by 2 block 90-degree angle. This is not actually perfectly straight. All right, let's do some science. Let's do some science. We got to figure out how this works in this game. So we'll make a straight line. And then our goal here is going to be, how sharp is too sharp? That's what our goal to, the question we're trying to answer here. This, we are 90% sure is too sharp. We just did it. The only thing I did is I changed a couple of, I changed the angle of the other rail. This might work, but I think it probably actually needs to be this, right? Okay, let's do the wide one first, because this one I'm pretty sure will work. Choo-choo, motherfuckers. Choo-choo, motherfuckers. That one will work. Okay. So that is a 3 to 3. That's the distance. 3 foundations over, 3 foundations over. Oh, hold up. This is interesting. It auto-built a switch? Very interesting. It auto-deletes the switch, too. Oh, boy. Are you guys ready for a headache and a half? Okay, so now that we've done that one, can we do a 2-3? 2-3 is too short. 2-3 is too short. What about a, like, 2.5? What about, like, right here? Trains are fun. Do you ever do this, like... How do I phrase this? You know how we've talked about this whole stream so far? We've talked about how that's still too sharp. About how I don't think of this game as like a job, or like if I do, it's still so much fun. I will say, I've spent a lot of the last couple of weeks knowing that trains was right around the corner, sort of dreading biting the bullet. Mar says, what I talk about when I talk about running is a great book. You're right. It's very not running book. That's partly the point. Sure, that's true. Dreading? Trains are great? They can be great, but I'm sure they are. And having trains will definitely be great. But what I mean by dreading is like, I sort of like dreading, like, I don't know. What's a super easy self-care thing in your life that I still dread doing? Changing the sheets? Changing the sheets, 2 minutes of pain. You know, 2 weeks of, let's be honest, it's more like a month of oh yes, these sheets are much better than the last sheets. It's something new to learn what's not to love. Okay, I hear you. I guess what I'm asking is, did you have any, like, have you ever had that feeling where, like, you just slightly, I know it's going to be fun. I'm very much looking forward to figuring it out. I know I will have fun along the way. And the, like, the potential energy, the, like, activation energy to get started is just a little greater than normal. And I'm slightly dreading it because the activation energy is high. Is that 1, 2, 3? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, okay. I know it'll be great. I'm just oh boy. I've been avoiding starting it because break? What do you mean break? Is it because I run out of railway right here? Oh my god, this looks awesome. These trains look menacing. I'm inside of the train. Look at that. Doesn't that look so menacing? Open train menu. Manual driving. Train name, train. Edit timetable. Turn on self-driving. Doesn't have any power. Or timetable. How do I give it fuel? How will this game do fuel for the trains? It is an electric locomotive. It does literally say that. Is it that the train station itself must get power? Potentially. That's going to be too tight of a turn, right? Oh! Actually, almost exactly 3 for 3. Okay. If I power you up, do we all of a sudden have power? I mean, I don't know train station Skövda. Skövda. What language do you think that is? Skövda. Is it Finnish? Swedish? Frontsy question. Finnish? Could be a name, too. Could be a word. You say break. No timetable? I just want to see if there's a model. I just got clipped out of it. That was funny. Okay, if it's empty, there's a different model than if it's full. Oh, that's interesting. Day and Layla, thanks so much for the follow. Skovda. Have an efficient day. Transfer stacks. What the fuck do you mean by transfer stacks? I mean, okay, I don't know much about electric trains in the real world. I can build it over no foundations, which is cool and also scary. You have... Why won't you let me drive you? That's what's confusing to me. Timetable, I think, makes sense. We just add Skovda. We probably put a setting for how long locomotive should stay at the station until one load or unload has been completed, or freight wagon is fully loaded. I like or wait for 15 seconds. Save. Save changes. Oh, we're going. So it should go here. Wait for 15 seconds. Go again. Oh, baby. Are those brakes? How the fuck are those brakes? What? The thing's on top? That was weird. Should wait for 15 seconds. No path? Oh, are you telling me I have to do I have to add Skovda twice? F to dock. Sorry. My religion does not allow docking. I'm not. Path is invalid. It keeps deleting. That's interesting. That's interesting. Okay. No path is very interesting. I cannot manually drive you. What does docking do? All right, let's go to the let's go to the codex. Skovda is Swedish. What is it? Oh, it's a place in Sweden. Oh, cool. Look at that. The municipality in Sweden. Serves as a hub for locomotives, which can be set to navigate to and stop at a train station. You can connect power to a train station to power up the trains on the railways, as well as feed power to other stations. Hey, would you look at that? So our rail counts as our power. Our power wire. One of these has power. It sounds like it will power any other stations along the line. That's cool. Good to know. A freight car attaches to an electric locomotive or other freight car to transport resources must be built on a railway. Resources are loaded and unloaded at freight platforms. Has a 1,600 meters cubed or 32 slot capacity, depending on solid or liquid. You know, some of you guys might not be familiar, and none of you guys might be interested, but I have a guess as to why this line right here is included. Must be built on a railway. Did you know? Spoilers for Factorio incoming for the next 30 seconds. If you don't want to know anything about Factorio, then mute up for 30 seconds. I promise I won't go over that amount of time. Did you know? Building freight cars. I think you can build them off a railway, but I could be wrong, actually. No, I think I'm wrong. I think you have to build it on a railway. Never mind. I was going to say, in Factorio, you can build freight cars and just put them side by side and load stuff from them quicker than you can move items along a belt sometimes. Or with robots. It's like, it turns out one of the broken ways to beat the game is to just use rail cars everywhere. Turn on self-driving to activate timetable. Okay. So my thought here is that we should be able to make this thing run in a circle. It's probably just that you aren't allowed to have timetables with only one station on it to make things loop. But if we read the timetable instructions like literally, we are stopped at Skovda, we wait for 15 seconds to pass, or a load or unload has been completed. And then the minute that that is done, it should take off and we should restart the same counter. It's not that I have to like add it here more times, because if I save changes, it still only shows one. So let's test this. I think you're right, Tactical Fluke. I think I had it backward, or I was mistaken. I think you do still require track. Build this shit bigger. We also want to try... We currently have a train station. We probably ought to try the, like... freight platform. Loads and unloads freight cars that stop at the freight platform. Loading and unloading options can be set by configuring the building. Snaps to other platforms and station. Needs to be connected to a powered railway to function. Fluid is the same, but for fluid. So I think the idea would be... that you have to like chain them together. Oh, we made this thing so long in like kind of probably the wrong way. We're gonna tear it all down in just a second, but I like when people find side effects like that in games. Yeah, it's basically like Factorio's speedrunning tech, kind of. Oh, that was cool. Okay, let's tear all this down. And then let's do this. Let's do a train station. I'll do it over here. Need to give it some space to turn. Do it like right there, because that's the closest I can get, apparently. Oh, I got too much shit in my inventory. Too much shit in my inventory. Okay, so then we need to... build... You can really just build in a full circle, huh? Build over to like... Why is that not a straight line? Oh, because it's too far. That right there. Okay. We're going to need more of this. We're going to do a 2-station little track just to test things out. Okay, so now I need a freight platform on 5. We want to build a... probably you like there. Freight platform should snap right behind. It does, and it loads off to the side. Hell yeah. We probably want a second one. But I don't know exactly how this works. We'll find out. Okay, we're gonna then leave a bunch of room before we do anything else. Let's go completely straight. Yeah, you can also do cars. That's true. That's true. We're going to have to take a break at some point to go do belts. We're up to 300. I don't know what our max is, though, for how many encased industrial beams we can hold. Okay. So from there, I think I can just do this and add the train stations later. Just go all the way to here. Dope. Ryan, do you have a plan to use trains, or are you just figuring them out for future use? I would say the answer is kind of both. I would really like to use them. And I'll be honest with you, I'm thinking for our fucking oil. Like, for, it seems like the way our oil is going to end up working is we'll basically have a ton of two materials to bring back from relatively far away. We'll have like plastic, rubber, and potentially a couple other things. So to me, trains makes a lot of sense. The thing is, though, I don't want to get into that without knowing what I'm doing. Like, basically what I figure out here will probably inform what I do there, if that makes sense. Okay, so now we build a train station like right here. Will it go on? Should be this way. Will it snap to? It will not snap to. If I delete this... Also, I didn't hold snap mode, so maybe it would have snapped. I don't know. Surface is too uneven. Okay, so maybe it would have snapped. Yeah, it's a good question. I don't know. I'm excited to see what... I'm excited to see exactly how this works, and then from there determine... Oh, it's just clipping. That will work, though. Okay. The train station. Freight station. Freight station. Boom. You have Skovda and Tilburg. Skovda and Tilburg are our two... Oh, I still have too much shit? Okay. No, I don't. Okay. So, we don't have any power. Do that. It should power the other station. Let's check that first. We're testing all of our hypotheses here. The other station powered. Looks like it. Max consumption just went way up. Do these really require that much power? The fuck? Max consumption. Wait a second. Max consumption went from 37.65. That's just 400. That's not bad. It's not crazy. It's probably because, I don't know. Please mind the gap between the train and platform. Okay. You should have on train timetable Skovda and Tilburg. Wait for 15 or a load. Save, save. And let's see if it loops. That's what we want to test now, is will it loop? Turn on self-driving. It appears that it will, but we'll see. We shall see. Oh, boy. Chat, how you feeling? How are the vibes? Oh, it made a little honk. Oh, that was good. Look at our train stats. Using 100 megawatts to accelerate. Now we are decelerating down to 25. Okay. I want this to switch. 27. Perfect. When you say docking, what do you mean? Docking probably means like, I don't know. I mean, I know what it means. We got our first train and it runs. Dope. I love that it says brake so aggressively. That's really funny. Yeah, I mean, it should do this without me on it. Like, can I die to the train? I mean, this is a time-honored tradition in F-word game. So let's find out. Let's find out. Excuse me? How can you find these trains menacing? They're just like, they're very sturdy looking. I like them. I think they're just so sturdy looking. I also don't know what's going on the top. It's kind of like they're like air braking or something, but like confusing. I'm a ghost apparently. We're gonna try jumping this time and see if we can get hit. Hey, fuck you, train. Nope. Watch this part right here. These are brakes. They must be. How do you electrically brake by removing these? I don't... If anybody understands real-world trains and understands these things on the top of the train that are like air braking or whatever, I don't know how else to describe it. Feel free to front seat me. What? How do real-world trains work like that? Watch, they'll pop off in just a second. Oh my god, look at the heat. That's cool, that's cool. They pop out. Is it just to increase? Oh, is it for cooling? Maybe it's to take it, it's like an air intake to cool the motors. Can I name my train? I want to name my train. It says locomotive. Train naming game. What do we name it? Honestly, fuck it. We'll leave it. Is that too long? Will it let me do it? Our train is named I'd Like to Run One on Your Mom. Our first train. Maybe it's like the flaps on a plane. Yeah, I don't know. Windbreak. I might be setting a personal record for the fastest delivery of something that I ordered on Amazon. I bought a spare tablet stylus today. It could be here as early as 5 p.m. same day. Oh my god. That is quick. 5 p.m. same day. All right. Well, that's hilarious, Llamas, because I was going to tell you, I tried to order something for our board game stream tonight, like a piece of tech, and it is going to arrive today between 4:45 p.m. and 7:45 p.m. 4:45 p.m. would be plenty of time to make it happen for our board game stream. 7:45 is 15 minutes too late. Okay, that's fine though. We'll be fine either way. We got a fucking train. Now we need to figure out how we... I mean, my guess is what's happening here is that this is a chest, right? It is a chest. It's got storage. It kind of looks like you might not be able to load and unload. The same... It kind of looks like you might not be able to load and unload on the exact same one. You might need 2 stations, one for loading, one for unloading, but we'll see. We'll see. We have a little bit of Mark IV belt to use, so we're going to use that right now. We got to here. I live close to an Amazon warehouse. Yeah. Same. Okay. Well. My mind is reeling with the possibilities. Next, we need to do concrete, though. Also, my frames are bad. Hold up. Let me close Discord. And anything else that I have open. We need to go to concrete and combine all this into one. Ooh, we also need to clear our inventory. Shit. I forgot that we were going to do that. Let's go clear our inventory first, then we'll lay down some pipe. I mean, some belt. Belt. Oh, man, it's almost the weekend, chat. I'm so lucky. I say that as if that matters. I get to spend my weekdays playing video games. I'm going to probably just play more video games on the weekend, too. We got to get rid of this Christmas music. I think Megan works all weekend. I think Elle is going to hang out with her grandma for part of the weekend. I think we have no real plans other than that, as far as I remember. I'm gonna ride my bike indoors. I'm going to run, probably indoors. Yeah, 300 is the max of what I can put in storage, it turns out, for encased industrial beams. Okay. Inventory is a little bit cleared. We should have space now to go improve some stuff. Hi, Max Photo. How's it going? I got to record some Ocarina of Time so that I'm where I need to be before we go out of town next week. Yo, Freya, what the heck? Whoa. Freya gifted 3 months of tier 1 sub. 2 llamas? What the heck? That's awesome. Freya, how's it going? That's so kind of you. That's mega generous. That's a great word for it. Mega generous. Okay, we gotta clean this shit up, guys. It's a mess. It's a mess. It's a mess. Oh boy. Let's put a like merger. I have to delete that first. Put this here. Hi Freya, how you doing? So many belts. So many belts. But we do this so that hopefully we don't have to use many more belts in the future. Use a couple belts now. So that hopefully we never have to use another belt again. There was one more concrete, right? Is it further along? Am I losing my mind? There's a third concrete belt coming in. I feel like it was from this way. Right there. Oh god, what a mess. Oh my god, my game is struggling too. That's actually kind of worrying me a little bit. I did that so ugly. All right. Part 4. Here we go. Upgrade concrete all the way. January is stressful at work. I'm doing a little charity, and it helps me feel. Doing a little charity helps me feel better too. Don't say anything if you don't want to, Freya. I don't know if I know what kind of line of work you're in. It's always interesting to me when different lines of work have different like busy seasons. Like you've got your like purely seasonal jobs, right? Like e-lift operator sort of has one busy season. Unless you live in a place where the gondolas operate in the summer too. More concrete here, which we're gonna have to find a way to chuck in up here. Tax document preparation. I feel like the first quarter of the year is probably a little bit insane. We do a merger here. Go from here to here. Connect that again. Connect that again. This thing's just floating in the air. It's fine. We'll get rid of it. God, this is so ugly. It's fine, though. I haven't watched your Satisfactory streams for a while. Where is your oil coming from? We have oil over to the far east in this, like, crater area. That's where it started. It is not doing anything. It's basically, it's not being transported from there yet. The short answer. Mark IV belt here. I don't know what that is. Probably not my problem, though. Not my circus, not my monkeys type of situation. I'm just here to convert stuff to Mark IV belts. Oh, okay. It's just saying you can add a belt there if you'd like to. Okay, this needs concrete. Whatever it is. So, to do that... That also looks like it needs concrete. Do. Oh boy. Okay. I swear. I really hope the vertical factory solves all my issues with, like, trying to jump around on belts and stuff, you know? I'm sure it will, right? I'm sure it will. If it won't, just lie to me. Chat, lie to me. Tell me that my vertical factory is going to solve all my problems. Please. I need you to lie to me. For sure, Ryan. Thank you. Thanks so much. I really appreciate that. I'm so glad it will. That's exactly what I needed to hear. That's working as intended. That is already Mark 4. It is. I deleted a line over here, which I need to fix. Right here. Mark 4. Not, yes. Then, boom. The reason I'm doing one line at a time is I don't have a ton of extra encased industrial beams, and I feel like the way to make sure that I get every single thing on the belt correctly is to do it one thing at a time. Soon we're going to have to build those, but for now it works. Is in finance. Okay. I'm in finance in a group office role over many plants in Europe, so lots of supporting and year-end closing topics at the same time. Supporting a Moroccan division with a switching of accounting systems. Gotcha. I think I found the thing. It would be not. This is the answer. Is not finance and accounting. This is not. Or the answer is not finance. I'm not saying what I'm about to say as a dig on Freya. I just want to clarify that because the timing is a little funny. I think I maybe found the thing that I would find it really difficult to find interesting. We talked earlier on the stream about like what's the thing in the world that you would find it most difficult to be interested in. I think maybe the answer is like tax document preparation. You know? Maybe that's it. I was just thinking about how that really must be like March for tax preparers must be the worst job in the world. Oh my God. My frames are bad. Okay. Now we're up to 400 though, because we deleted some and got some in our inventory. Yup. It's just a more finance is just a more stressful puzzle, or tax document filing is a more stressful puzzle. Yeah, imagine taking the stress of like, yeah, solving any high consequence problem, but then add to it the like stress I feel anytime I think about money. Period. Yeah, that sounds right. Sounds very stressful. Okay, next is this. Make it Mark 4. We'll run it. Easy. This could be a quick one. We'll see. Still quick so far. What exactly is happening here? Okay, I think I disconnected that and never connected it last time, so we did it now. Oh. Okay. Oh my God, we're zooming. It's so funny to be putting stuff on the belt that I'm pretty sure we're making at a rate of like 5 to 10 per minute. But we're putting it on a belt that can hold it. This is just, we're just building infrastructure. All we're doing right now is building highways. And the highway dead ends into a highway that goes vertical. But the person who drives on this highway in 10 years is going to be really happy I built this highway. You know? Am I going to drive on it right now? Probably not. But someday, Grinding the organ. It's like, I think it means, I don't know why it's called grinding the organ either, Catilla, but I think it's the, like, I don't know where the etymology comes from. But I think if you Google, like, hurdy-gurdy type instrument, nah, not even like that. Street organ? Now I'm just thinking about the guy from Ocarina of Time. There's those instruments that you have to, like, you do a circular motion on one side of the box in order to produce the music. Okay. Now we have what? Steel ingots? Is that what that was? Is that an iron ingot? No, it is steel. Interesting. Okay. Isn't that just called a music box? I am thinking of... So I'm thinking of specifically... It's called a grinder organ. Oh, it's literally called a grinder organ. It's funny because all I can think of right now is a certain thing from a certain character in Ocarina of Time. And I don't know that he's playing a street organ or a grinder organ, but he's playing something kind of like it, maybe. If it's not exactly, it's like very related. I got 280. We're zooming here. I wonder if the power output is mostly, for trains, is mostly related to how many trains you have on the thing, like in terms of capacity, like the increased capacity. Consumption is the word I'm looking for. This is where all our steel comes in. This is our Mark IV belt. Let's hook this up over here. Then we need to take a couple offsets here. We need a merger. Shouldn't that work? Oh, not the zoop tube. Shouldn't that work? Okay. Then we need a splitter. Go over to here. Ah. And the funny thing about this is it actually does need to do both of these. So we also need to put a splitter like right there. This is so ugly, but who cares? Whew. Hi, Giordine. How's it going? I agree with your association to that Ocarina of Time character. Cranking his box. Yep. Yep. I vote that Ryan gives this man a name. Who? In Ocarina of Time? In my head, he's referred to as Jack. Because it's kind of what it looks like he's doing. In my head canon, his name is Jack. I don't know what his actual name is, but cranking his box, is that what they call it these days? I sure as shit what it looks like. I have to, somebody remind me, I literally have to make that into a YouTube short. I'm just gonna write down Jack on my hand, and that will definitely remind me. I gotta make, because that is the funniest thing I've ever seen in Ocarina of Time. Like, it's so fucking funny to me. We're gonna do this in the ugliest way possible. Boom, boom. Do one of these. One of these. Go here. Go here. Go here. I'm just gonna write Jack on my hand. I did write Jack on my hand. Don't. That's a normal thing to do. Very normal. I've decided now that TikTok is no longer banned. Oh god, I hate the fucking world. But I have decided that my goal in life, my only goal, be a nice father, you know, like be a good partner, leave the world better than I found it. No, my goal in life is to get TikTok famous one last time. To go TikTok viral one last time. I've been having a lot of fun. And by that I mean my actual goal is I would like to edit more clips and moments from stream and post them on social media and on YouTube Shorts and stuff. And so I've been having a lot of fun, like looking back at moments from the last month and turning them into YouTube Shorts, including I don't know if you saw this, Mars, but the Josh Rubin cameo reaction I posted, and it's so funny. I have watched the reaction like 5 times. It's just so funny. Megan's brain short circuiting is the best part of it. Hell yeah, brother. Oh boy. Lag. 92. Okay, we're almost to the point where we can mess with trains again, which is going to make me think we should probably just stop right here with what we're doing. Zooming. Absolutely zooming. Let's see here. We need to think through this. Not this at all, but mostly trains. We need to think through trains. How do we want to do this? If our goal is to get stuff into this vertical bus, we should have train stations like vaguely over here for unloading. I think it would make sense to bring in, this is going to go sideways and then up. I think it would make sense to bring in potentially like over here stuff where we then unload quickly into this thing. The thing with, okay. Oh boy. I need to figure out. Oh, sorry. Puchark says I missed this thing about Ryan going viral once before. When was that? I've had a couple TikToks go viral. Relatively viral. Let me take a look. Let me look back. Nope, that's TikTok's loud. I have one from earlier. I have one from like mid last year. From Baldur's Gate 3 that has 327,000 views. A TikTok about Baldur's Gate 3 and a certain song and a certain villain. I've got one from Skyrim from 2022 is when I posted it. It has 840,000 views and 48,000 likes. Got one from Minecraft from 2020. 800,000 views. 142,000 likes. That's even more. Holy shit. That one has Megan in it, so that makes sense. And then there's got to be... There's at least a couple other ones that have done, like, 500,000 or so views. TikTok is weird that way. Most of my TikToks, 200 views. 5 likes. But occasionally we strike gold. This is a Minecraft one with 400,000 views. We've got a couple Fortnite ones which did well. It's a lot. I found you through your Ocarina of Time playthrough, so there's a lot of Ryan lore I'm unaware of. I'll check it out. Check out the TikTok? Oh, don't. No, not worth it. If you're already on TikTok, feel free to follow. Otherwise... If there's any like, oh, I'm newer to the channel, there's Ryan lore that I'm missing. If there's any things I'd recommend, it'd be like old YouTube playthroughs of some of the, just any game that you enjoy or something like that. You get to see, especially like if those were stream games, then you get to see what the community looked like at that time. If they weren't, then you get to see how young I looked when I still had light in my eyes before I had a child. Otherwise, oh, hell no. No reason to watch back old TikToks. Or like Instagram Reels or whatever. I post them all on the same thing, but... Okay. So I'm thinking. Bunch of trains running this way. You know? Up way in the sky. Like, I'm thinking, maybe not way in the sky, but like... How would I do this? Like... You know what? Maybe we're onto something right here. Maybe this ramp is what we use. This ramp right here... Maybe this can be our train station. Our unloading station. Trains introduce so many interesting... Hi, girlie! Hi! Is it time to eat? Yeah. Is she happy? She seems happy. Had a lot of yogurt and she played with it? Like, got dirty? Oh my god. You're a better parent than I am. That's funny. Oh my god, she's so cute. She's covered in yogurt. Okay, piece of evidence 1001 that Megan is a better parent than I am is Megan does not get bothered when our daughter is covered in food because she can't actually control her precise motor. Her, like, precise motor control well enough to not get herself absolutely covered in food. I, personally... Even though she's the best thing in the world, I still get disgusted by it. Megan, on the other hand, not disgusted by it. That's the medical training. She's used to dodging bodily fluids. I'm generally like not bodily fluid stuff, but like I'm fine if she like pees on me or I get poop on me. Something about us both sitting down to dinner and I'm eating something and she's like got oatmeal mashed in her hair. Something about that just I think it is legitimately like it doesn't make me nauseous. Oh, nice quote, Mars. I love that. It doesn't make me nauseous. It makes me how do I phrase this? It makes me like I'm going to have to fucking clean this up. Like, isn't that terrible? Of course you're going to have to clean it up. 8 months old, but like when she eats like a puff or something that she can just like get it all in her mouth, it all goes down, there's no mess. I'm like, that's ideal eating. When she is playing in it and gets it all on her hands and her face, I'm like, why? Why? Messy with food is tough for me. I'm just like, that's not the ideal way to do this. What are you doing? That's not how this should work. Am I aware that's bonkers? Yes. Okay, trains are interesting. I've tried to say this 14 times. I'm going to say it again this time. Trains are interesting. Here's how I conceive of the debate of using trains in this game or other games. When you do trains, you get rather than a steady flow of a resource, you get like a peristaltic wave of heavy resources then nothing, heavy resources then nothing. Every time the train comes in, heavy resources. To keep belts fed and a factory running, which requires constant resources, machines don't turn on and off like that most of the time, at least not in an ideal factory. That means you have to take this highs and lows of heavy and then drought and then no. What's the word? What's the opposite of famine? Like plenty and then famine. And you have to turn it into steady supply. Most of the time, the way you do that, at least in games that I've played before, is you store the shit out of stuff. As long as you're filling up storage, then the output from storage is your steady supply. Surplus and famine. Thank you. Averages are a thing. But give me 1 second. I'll talk about that in a second. Mars says, y'all, with that, I gotta head out. I hope the rest of the stream goes well. Thank you. I'm hoping to see you tonight for game night stream, but fiance and I have a dinner thing with her old work friend, so I have no idea when we'll be home. That's okay. Good luck with the dinner. Hopefully we get to see you, but if not, that's okay. Averages are a thing, but here's the problem. Those belts over there those lifts carry 480 items a minute. If over 3 minutes we get 1,000 on minute 1 and then 0 on minute 2 and 3, even if it's averaging out, sorry, no, we should have done the math differently. 480 on an item. If we get 1,500 on minute 1, nothing on minute 2, and nothing on minute 3, that is still more than 480 per minute. So we're chilling, right? But the problem is you have to take that wave and deliver it consistently, aka storage. Because if you're not, then it runs, it gets used up or doesn't get used up, and then there's still, like, if the factory wants to be producing something but is completely out of resources, that's a major problem, because then it throws off every single thing down the line that requires that item to be made at 5 per minute, you know? Or whatever. I hope I explained that all right. All right. By explained, I mean I hope I'm talking through my thought process all right on this. So my thought is this. Freight platforms. Oh, man, there's so much that we don't know right now. I don't even know. Like, do trains move slower with, like, more freight cars on them? I don't know. Oh, boy. I'm sure they would. Can you chuck multiple... I'd like to run one on your mom, by the way. Can you chuck multiple locomotives on the front of a train to make it run faster? Okay, here's what we're going to test. I've got a timer on my desk. I've got a timer on my desk. We're going to stop. Shit, I fucked it. I didn't look. We're going to start the timer the second that it leaves the station, starts moving. We're going to stop the timer the minute it stops moving. And then we're going to delete some freight cars and see if it moves faster. I've got a timer here. Takes 15 seconds and then it goes. What we expect here, what I expect, is a longer time on this run than with fewer freight cars. Okay, I started the timer right after the honk. I hope I did that accurately enough. We're at 10 seconds. 12, 14, 15. And time. That's 20 seconds. Probably time it twice just for accuracy, but... Excuse me? Cannot dismantle a docking vehicle? Okay. All right. All right. Well, shit. You know what we could have done? We could have just looked at max kilometer per hour, probably. You know what? Let's do that now. Let's do that. This is probably a better method. We're going to watch the max kilometer per hour in the bottom left. Let's see what we learn. Doop, doop, doo. Okay. 2, 3. It looked like 67-ish was about... Nope. 74. Okay, it looks like 74. We're going to pause. We're going to stop. Nope, don't dock. That's not what I meant to do. Shit. Oh, wait, undock. Don't dock. Fuck. Dope. Okay. Then we go here. Turn on self-driving. We're going to ignore this one. Although this is probably... If this goes higher, it's good math. 72. We want it to do one full automatic, like, run. Attila says, don't give him ideas. That's probably true. I didn't see the comment, but probably true. Okay. I'm guessing we'll see around 74 again. 72. Okay, so we saw the opposite of what we wanted to see. Which is interesting. Very interesting. We can put multiple locomotives on the front. That's also interesting. Okay. Can't fucking break it. Okay. Well. Okay, I think the problem could be a couple things here. Oops, all locomotives, yeah. Not, I do want to... Let's see what our limitations are, right? It turns out you can put at least 4 together. Which just begs the question, right? If you can put 4 together, how many can you put together? And if we self-drive this thing, how fast can we get it going? And also, what is our weight looking like? What's our power? Oh boy. Oh boy, guys. We're about to give ourselves a power problem. This is me adding more locomotives. I added like 1,000 megawatts of locomotives. Okay. If there's no limit, then shouldn't each of these locomotives on this electric, like, rail be getting power and adding power? Like, be getting power and adding acceleration? Oh boy, guys. We're about to break things. Okay. So, everybody hop on board. Oh boy. Manual driving is what we want. How fast can we make this go, and will we break our power? It does look like there's a speed limit. There's a speedometer on the bottom part of the screen. We do not appear to be losing speed on the turns. Never mind. There's no way to know that because we're constantly on 2 turns at the same time. Okay, 115 is what we can do max right now. Okay, that's interesting. I was thinking, wait, we're not losing speed when we enter a turn, but we're on 2 turns at the exact same fucking time. Okay, so that's interesting. 115. Spacebar is brake. Space is brake. Space is brake. Now I think we see what we can do with the exact... with just one? Or even with just a couple. There's so many variables. This is such bad science. We need to come up with a different track to run this shit on. Okay. Let's see if we get any higher than 115. We may not. I kind of would be surprised if we do get higher than 115 with either... I don't know how many this is. This is probably like 10. Maybe if we did like 6. Because I'm guessing braking or turns are bad for your speed, but we'll see. Okay, 115. Ryan's trying to earn a master's degree in train science right now. I'll tell you what I am actually doing this for. We don't know we don't know how many locomotives to freight cars we want. Let's try 3. We don't know if we want 1 locomotive pulling 2 freight cars. We don't know if we want 1 locomotive pulling 8, 1 pulling 1, 4 pulling 1, 4 pulling 4. We have no idea. One way to potentially... Oh, interesting. We're going slower. But we're going faster. I told you, 118. We get up to 118 on that one. The curves are 100% slowing us down. Let's go. I love it when you can figure some shit out. Okay. And that's flatlining. Okay. So, how does this answer that question? I don't understand the variable you're isolating here. The question I just said, it doesn't. It doesn't at all. No, we're just playing around. No. The variable I'm isolating right now on this exact attempt is do turns slow you down? Because I know nothing. I don't want to clarify this too far. I don't want to jack off a dead horse here. But this is a blind playthrough, so I know literally nothing. I don't know if turns in this game matter for speed. I don't know if they matter for anything. So if we put 18 fucking cars on the track, it's constantly in the middle of a turn, meaning it's constantly getting braked. That's why we did that many. Did it increase the max speed? Doesn't exactly look like it. We went down to 3, which showed us that yes, there is braking on. There is deceleration on the turns, and you can get faster than 115 with fewer. It isn't as simple as more locomotives equals more speed. Okay, now I want to see if related to that, 1 is any faster. Randomized control trials. We're just doing fuck around and find out. 118 is the max that we got here with 3. My guess is that compared to 3... Oh, we did just get faster. We got up to 119. Interesting. I wonder if this is basically... I wonder if what we're learning here is that we have minimized the amount of time on a turn. Because with a 3-locomotive long train, one of your cars is on the curve more often than not. Like, more often than currently, what I'm doing right now. So, I wonder if what we're learning is just, for max speed, minimum amount of time on, or cars on a curve is what you need. I gotta tell you, the next thing that I want to do immediately is just this. I just want to do this. That's all one piece, isn't it? Shit. Okay, I guess we'll go over here. Can't do it. I can't do it. Give me the thing. Give me the thing. Okay, fine. Fuck it. Can I go up and down? Invalid aim location. No. Can I go up and down? Can I gain momentum by losing altitude? I mean, it would be really funny if I could, right? I think I basically just need a platform to place it on. Let's find out. 2 ways to test this. Put a rail like right here. I'm in the way. That's not long enough. Railroad track is too steep. Okay. Well, my next question was going to be something like this. It said steep, which is interesting because that does make it seem like maybe you'd have to be able to do elevation gain and loss, right? Thanks for the follow. I am crazy 6269. Oh yeah, you can. Okay. I want to make a Hot Wheel track. That's all I want to do here. I want to make the world's longest Hot Wheel track. I want to run a train. Actually. What were to happen, hypothetically speaking, if I somehow got this hooked up to some kind of rail here and got power to it? What would happen if I were to... Come on, I know this is a weird angle. Just hook up. I don't want to make a train station. Can I run a train into the abyss? Like, can I dump it in? Oh my god, I really want this to be quick. I just want to fuck around here. Come on, come on, come on, come on. This. A set of brio kept you entertained for hours as a kid. What's a brio? Train station. I need power. Little wooden train toys with the tracks. We're talking like Lincoln Longs for trains. Brio trains. Oh. Okay. Now this one's for science. We need to name it. God gives his toughest battles to his strongest soldiers. All right. It didn't power it up. Shit. That should have power. All right. Can I get an 07 in the chat? Wish me luck. Fuck. I really want it. That does not make any sense. It's the most efficient way to brake. Just run out of track. Honestly. Why hit the brakes when you can stop on a dime? That was anticlimactic? It was. It's okay. The way to solve it is to see how fast we can get. Oh God! Oh God! Get back in the train. The way to make it climactic is to see how fast we can get a train going if we do it all downhill. You know? I don't know that I want to spend the time though. Who needs brakes anymore? Honestly.